Cheers.
Ironic looking mug of yours.
Mr. Muscle.
Mr. Top Heavy.
Ironic, what do you mean? Right, welcome to today's Q&A with myself and Randy Sam.
Is that my nickname?
It is now.
I've had worse nicknames, I'm not going to lie. Pretty pale from like here up. Like, have you ever noticed the tops of your leg just super pale? Like, that's hurting my eyes to look at how pale that is.
Yeah, that's, I need some sunglasses.
It's very bright, isn't it?
It is.
Then it gets really dark
You're very...
the higher up you go.
Things.
That is so white. Maybe I should do the video like that, just try and tan.
Do you want me to like take my trousers off to make you feel a bit better?
No, that's fine, mate.
Okay, so Instagram Q&A. Got a variety of questions here which I'll sort of rattle through, and I don't really know how we're going to do this, whether we both answer them or just like both give our opinions on it. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. But the first question, oh, this is going to be for you mainly.
Okay, all right.
Any progress on the gym project?
In a word, no. I won't bore everyone with the detail of it. It's on.
What is that? I had a bit of onion in my coffee. How did that get in there? Sorry, mate.
Long story short, it's on for about 180 grand, and I found out recently someone was offered it for 80,000, which means it's on for probably 100,000 too much, which is my original estimation. So, mate, if I could pick it up for 80 or 90 grand, I'd have it, but not 180. I'm not insane. Right. For an actual crack den.
Yeah. So that's on hold at the moment, but that is something we want to look to maybe do, or you want to do in the foreseeable,
not too distant future.
Yeah, foreseeable future. So next question: if you and Sam wrestled each other, who would win? Can I watch and join in if possible?
Who's that from?
Jason.
Who's Jason?
My mate.
Not Steve's dad.
No.
I don't think there's any argument as to who would win. I think we both know who would win.
Yeah. To be fair, I mean, it comes down to who's got the strongest deadlift, I reckon, because that is the main lift.
I'd hurt you.
You would hurt me.
I'd hurt you.
Yeah,
can you join in? Of course he can.
Yeah.
We get a little paddling, pouring some oil out, some grease.
Yeah.
A little three-way wrestle.
Good. Okay. Next question: choice of anything on draft. What are you both going for, or any other choice if not?
I'm a sucker for a Guinness, mate. I'm a sucker for a nice
Guinness.
draft Guinness.
Yeah.
You know, there's cans and machines on, a nice
Rubbish,
draft
yeah.
Guinness.
Right, so ideally a Guinness in Dublin, top of the Guinness factory. That is the best Guinness.
Have you been there?
Yeah, twice.
I've been there twice. All right,
Yeah.
I've been there once.
So that's probably the best Guinness I've ever had. Best alcoholic drink I've ever had is a Guinness on top of the Guinness factory. Other than that, a Shipyard IPA.
Oof.
Lovely tipple.
I like a nice crunchy cider. On a cider, I can see the apple chunks floating on the top of it. The sort of thing you've got to sieve before you can drink it.
Get rid of
my pear cider.
Get rid of the scum on top.
Brewing.
Yeah.
Second half of the question, or any other drink?
Or any other choice if not.
My home-brewed pear cider is going to be number one.
Yep. Coming soon.
What a lovely pear. I don't know how
Is that what
strong
you're
it's
going to call it?
That's what I'm going to call it. What
That's
a lovely
fantastic.
pear. Yeah.
So the next one is by a Maori. Long time no speak from a Maori. How have you been as of late, man? I think that's
It's quite big, mate. How have you been as of late?
as of late. I've been pretty content, to be honest with you. Been pretty good. Training's going okay. Life is plodding along. So
How's a Maori been of late? That's the big question.
yeah, throw it back to you. How have you been, a Maori?
Hit me up.
Yeah.
DM me. Slide on my DMs.
Slide into my DMs. Right.
What
Next,
is a DM, by the way? I don't actually know.
direct message.
So is that like...
Fucking
Is that
hell.
an Instagram thing, or is that
Yes.
like... So if someone texts me, is that a DM?
No. But it's kind of like a loose term, isn't it? Like, if someone slides into your DM, that's like them trying to,
So is that an
slip
Instagram
into...
thing, or is that...
I think it is. But like, if someone was to like randomly text you, like saying like, "Hey, how are you?" That's like sliding into your DMs as well. I think.
Facebook? A Facebook message?
Sliding into your text. I don't honestly, mate. I'm a similar age to you. Like, I'm not really.
I've been married for a while. I don't know how to slide into... Not sure how one slides into anyone's DMs.
Mate, I'm not married and I don't
If
even slide
anybody
into
wants to
people's
slide
DMs.
into my DM, please feel free.
Okay, it's quite a good one. Best song for heavy lifting. You go first then, because I know what a couple of yours are.
Yeah, but for just like generic heavy lifting, I like a bit of Thunderstruck, mate. That's a nice little like build up to it.
Yeah, that's a good song.
Killing the Name Off, Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah,
That's always a pretty good one.
that's a solid one. Mine varies constantly.
Yours are weird, man. I don't like yours.
yeah.
Yours make me very uncomfortable.
So yeah, for anyone that's watched the channel long enough, you'll know that my PR songs are They vary from classical, Disney, bit of old school pop, Backstreet Boys.
Old school pop.
That's like
what?
Backstreet Boys, yeah. That's
Which
like
song?
Everybody.
That's
yeah.
like a PR song.
Well, it just says best song for heavy lifting. It doesn't say
okay.
PR song. But
I don't get why that's one of yours.
nor do I.
Mary, what's yours?
So the next one won't be for you. This is for
Okay.
me. What's your Warzone loadout, lad?
What even is that? Let me even guess what that is.
Okay.
What is your Warzone loadout, lad? Warzone must be a game
Correct.
that one plays on the computer or Xbox
Or PS4.
or PS4. And your loadout, lad.
Well, lad is just like mate.
Who's your loadout, mate?
Yeah. Like, what's your loadout, mate?
Oh, sorry. What's your loadout? Is your loadout like your name? Is that your like? What's a loadout then?
It's like your guns. Like, what's your go-to guns?
Oh God. Okay.
Anyway, my loadout is at the moment running the Kilo. Honestly, couldn't tell you what attachments I've got on it. Monolithic suppressor, Commander foregrip, scope. I can't remember what scope it is. 60 round mag. And I honestly can't remember. But that Ghost with like a peeler, because I love a peeler because I'm one of those guys.
I have a PlayStation 3. I haven't turned on in about 3 years.
Do you remember when we played that game?
Yes.
We
Yeah.
played probably what?
That's probably the last time I turned my PlayStation on.
Really?
Yeah.
Half an hour of what? What's the game called?
Killzone?
Killzone.
Something like that.
Does anyone remember
Terrible.
Killzone?
Terrible.
That was a weird afternoon. If you could coach powerlifting or sports as a full-time job, would you do so? I mean, what do you mean if you could? I mean, I can, but I just don't want to.
Oh, so the answer's no.
Well, it's
if
no,
you
yeah.
could, would you? I can, and I don't, so no.
But there we go. That question is almost like as if there's an obstruction to me doing that. Like, if you could coach, so it's not like that hard
Yeah,
to...
but you couldn't coach shot put.
Oh, I could, if I learned how to
coach
do it.
shot put.
If I trained how to...
You couldn't coach swimming. Equestrian, mate, you're not going to be able to do any equestrian event.
True. But powerlifting, I've got a personal training qualification.
You
and
coach a horse to dance and I'll be impressed.
Okay.
I'd coach darts.
Okay. You're quite good at that action, aren't you? So.
I just think it'd be good sport to get into to coach as a darts coach or gymnastics.
So if you could coach powerlifting sports as a full-time job, would you do so? No, because I would have already gone into that field of profession. When
You'd be the kind of coach who would also sabotage people.
yeah,
100%. Like
Yeah.
if someone was getting close to breaking the record or you didn't like them, mate, you would give them a horrible program to sabotage them. I know you would.
10 sets of 10
Yeah.
as a warm-up.
10 sets of 10 as a warm up on 200 kilos. And they'd be like, mate, my back hurts. You'd be like, yeah,
Push through it.
push through it, buddy.
That's definitely not true as well. I would never sabotage.
You would, mate. You
No, I
100%.
wouldn't.
If you're
Why would I?
competing against them, you 100%
No,
would.
not at all. So something that I would be interested in going into is coaching people that are very new to the sports, because I would find that more rewarding, actually teaching someone that has no idea about powerlifting, the movements and the biomechanics of it all, rather than someone that's well established where I'm just sort of throwing them a program and letting them get on with it. I wouldn't find that as satisfying. So I've thought about doing something like that, setting up a coaching for people that are brand new to the sport. But no.
Would you coach me?
Yeah, I would, because you're new and don't know what you're doing.
How much would you charge to coach me?
For you,
Yes.
£100 a month.
God damn.
You'd be an absolute nightmare
I
to
would be a
coach.
nightmare to coach, yeah.
When do you think you will hit 1 million subscribers? It's not even worth a response, that
I'm
really.
going to put it out there. If you hit 1 million subscribers, will you get circumcised?
Yes.
So this can be the clickbait for the video. 1 million subscribers. Would you actually get circumcised for 1 million subscribers?
Yeah.
Because it is cleaner and healthier.
No, it's not. That's a myth.
Ooh.
Welcome to a sad fact.
Do you know why people do get circumcised?
Religious reasons.
Partly, but do you know who really pushed it in America and sort of popularised it?
Ben Shapiro?
Mr. Kellogg's.
Really?
Mr. Kellogg's, for religious reasons, believed that sex shouldn't be enjoyed, so he basically pushed male and female circumcision. But he was one of the big sponsors of male circumcision back in the day, whenever back in the day was. Have a read of it. Mr. Kellogg's loved the circumcision.
Think about that when you're having your cornflakes.
Exactly. So 1 million subscribers, we're going to set your car on fire and you're going to get circumcision.
No, 1,000 subscribers, I set my car on fire.
It's really not that far away now.
It's not.
And if you put the title of this video, 1,000 subscribers and I'll set my car on fire, you'd have it done by Saturday.
Get sharing, guys. What are your? Oh, this is quite a good one. What are your 2021 competition goals? What are your competition goals, Sam?
Maybe to compete and, and hit like a 400 total. I don't know. My competition goals are to compete and get 3 white lights on a squad.
Yeah.
Regardless of weight. That's all I really want out of life.
No, mine are. I haven't really set myself any 2021 goals because I haven't really looked that far ahead just because of the current climate. So I haven't really thought about competitions at the moment. But I am going to be competing at the strength movement. I think powerlifting competition. They're also doing a strongman event, or strongman competition. So I don't know. I might dabble in a bit of strongman then. But if not, and if I do a powerlifting competition, then I don't know. I'll aim for probably a 250 squat because that's something I've wanted for a while. 160 bench. Compete against you for a 160 bench.
Nice.
You would probably already have it by then. And deadlift, whatever doesn't snap my hamstring. So
200.
Pretty much. So yeah, I haven't really set myself any proper goals yet, but 250 squat is like definitely what I want. Okay, this is more for you, I think. You can only do one for the rest of your life: equip lifting or strongman.
I've never done strongman. I think strongman is good fun though, but I don't think my joints would take strongman.
So you have to do equip lifting then for the rest of your life, which would just be savage.
I would be like the next Mendel's on that.
I don't call you the vanilla gorilla for nothing.
I'd probably have to say strongman, man, just because the movement's more fun.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if you could do it for the rest of your life, yeah.
I would have to agree. Like equip lifting, I've dabbled in equip lifting like a tiny bit, and that was enough for me. That was just masochistic.
You didn't even like wraps though, like knee wraps.
Hate it. Why do you want to put yourself in pain? Like, I'm happy. Like,
let me wrap you. Not now, later.
No. So yeah, for me it'll be strongman. How do you keep motivated?
Woo! I've lost motivation.
So have I.
I'm only better than I was yesterday.
And then better than the day before that.
Better than the day before that. The day before that.
Yeah.
The day before that.
How do you keep motivated? You just do it. I don't think there's really any.
It's almost not a choice by now, is it? It's just like I now have to.
Yeah.
You just get very antsy around the house.
Yeah, it's a medicine.
Yeah.
So I don't really. For me, it's not a chore to go to the gym. It is literally like I go because I enjoy it. So I don't really need to get myself too motivated to go to the gym.
It'd be almost harder to have a week off and do nothing than it would be to
I
go
agree.
to the gym and push to be the best that you can be.
Be the best that you can be. Yeah. No, just I think I don't know. If we're going to answer sensibly, keeping motivated, just being consistent, having a routine.
Whilst just dropping in the odd PR out of nowhere.
Yeah. That keeps you motivated. Yeah.
That's the programme.
What keeps me motivated is knowing the progression. Like, if I was to really start digressing with my progress, but trying hard. Regressing.
Edit.
If I was to start regressing, then that would obviously throw my motivation out the window. Like, I would not really want to continue training. It's that the fact that I'm still progressing that motivates me enough to keep going. So.
Good.
You won't get this one either. Nor will anyone actually. Who's your favourite sponge? You are, Ben. You are.
Do you have a sponge for washing, or do you use a flannel, or nothing at all?
Nothing
When I was a kiddie,
at all.
I swear I had a sponge, and I also swear I then went through a flannel phase, but now I've literally got nothing.
Yeah.
Give it a good scrape.
Yeah.
Whilst we're on the subject, I need to start stretching my lats because I'm struggling to wipe my bum in the traditional sense.
This is a question. Oh, sorry to skip over this.
This is a question later on. How does Sam wipe his ass?
Yes.
All right, I always save it for later.
What I've always thought, or what I struggle with, I don't struggle to get round to wipe my bum because I'm not as wide as you, but I do get cramp in my lats a lot.
Yeah, so I to get like there, I literally get my lats kind of get into it. I've now had to do it seated and just kind of scrape.
Ooh, so you follow through.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Never liked the idea of that.
Seat and scrape.
Shitty balls. No?
Yeah.
I'm worried about you get forward, scrape through, catch a bit on the balls. That's sort of.
Okay. Yeah.
I go from front to back. I never go back to front.
Stretching my lats because I'm a little bit trying to
That's the answer, isn't it?
stretch your lats.
Oh, same question as before. When's the gym happening then?
I feel we've answered that one. I'll pass never.
Skip over that. See previous question. Advice for lanky lifters. I've always been told I need to weigh 300 pounds as 6'5". You probably do. Do whatever you want to do. Just
Don't do the opposite. Eat.
I mean, Advice for lanky lifters, I mean, if you want to get strong, you need to get big. Like, mass moves mass.
Also, lanky lifters, now here's a question. Name me a world record deadlifter or a deadlifter who's pulling over 400 that's under 6 foot. There aren't any. The world's best deadlifters are between 6'3".
What, pound for pound, or?
I'm talking about world champion deadlifters, I'm talking about guys pulling over 400.
Right.
There's almost no one pulling over 400 that's less than 6 foot.
That's just because of the amount of muscle mass they can put on their frame.
Eddie Hall's 6'3", Captain Bjornson's what, 6'8"?
Yeah.
Like, there's almost, Andy Bolton's probably 6'2", 6'3", like Benedict Bankston's about 6'3". You have to be taller to deadlift. It's weird, but you think about it, there are very few, I can't name any, short, good deadlifters.
Pound for pound, though, a lot of the shorter, smaller guys lift more. Like Russell Orhe, he's just deadlifted 340 kilograms.
Is that 400?
No, it's not, but he's 83 kilos. He's half the size of them. He's half the size of, like, Eddie Hall.
Pound for pound, no one cares about, bro.
Maybe not.
I have a very fast horse, pound for pound. I mean, have you got a fast horse or not? Like,
Well, that's why strongman is, like, more mainstream, because
Yeah.
it's a freak show.
exactly. But also, I think if you are lanky, that's awesome because you're obviously tall. You're 6'5". You should be able to break a record.
Yeah. Sensible hat on, no answering your question. Advice for
Well, that
lanky
is a
lifters.
sensible answer.
No, but I'm
You're
saying
tall. That's glorious. Good for you.
No, it's good. Yeah, but I think you should aim to put on weight. I
Yes.
think naturally, the more you have on your frame, the more you will be able to lift. It's just that's anatomically scientific, I suppose. I would just continue in a bulk. Try not to cut too much because you'd be at a disadvantage being 6'5" and being very lanky. So just keep eating, keep getting strong, but most importantly,
Steroids as well, probably.
that will help.
That'll help.
But just enjoy yourself. That's, you do you. Make sure that you're happy inside and out. Another question from the same guy. How do you find out if you're the strongest in sumo or conventional?
Well,
Try both.
When Mummy and Daddy loved each other very much, they tried both. see which one your max is higher at.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
Also, if you're 6'5", it's going to be conventional. Name me a tall sumo puller.
How do you find out if you're strongest in sumo or conventional? I think it really is just a matter of running a good cycle of both. So maybe doing 4 to 6 weeks of one, 4 to 6 weeks of the other, and see first of all what feels better, and you'll see what is stronger. But I think, to be honest with you, there's not much real difference.
6'5" is conventional. It's pull conventional. Coach says.
Coach says pull conventional. Coach Sam.
300 pounds, 6'5", pull conventional.
Okay, there we go. Pull conventional. Next. Caffeine intake for strength days or PR days, are they different? That's kind of the question. Caffeine intake for strength days, PR days, if different.
More of a you question than me question, that is.
I mean, if it is completely subjective to the day. I mean, if I'm feeling a little bit lethargic, I'll have a couple of cups of coffee, maybe a can of Monster, just to boost me along. If I feel pretty good and energetic, I won't have any caffeine because I don't need it. It's purely subjective. But on my days where I'm going to go for a heavy lift or PR, I will make sure, no matter how I'm feeling, I have some caffeine, and that will be in the form of a pre-workout. So Ghost is my choice at the moment. So I'll have a scoop or two of Ghost. And just make sure I'm buzzing my tits off before I go for a big lift. So, yeah, it's completely subjective. It just depends how I'm feeling on the day. Okay, little comfort break. Okay, personal favourite lift you have made, attempted. Example 2019 bench max, and why? So, what is your favourite lift that you've ever done?
I don't know, mate, because my 100 for 19 and 3/4 still irks me, but
Haunts you.
haunts me, but that was quite good.
Yeah, that was huge.
120 for 12 was pretty good.
Oh, I forgot you did that.
No one cares about squats at all. Do you know what? No, I did 100 kilos for 27 reps on my birthday one time, and that was pretty good.
On 100 kilos?
100 kilo squat,
Oh.
yeah, that was pretty good. Deadlift, I don't know, mate.
That 260 was pretty nice.
Max 260, I guess. Yeah. You?
Weirdly, the 300 kilo deadlift, just because, although it didn't happen, the state of mind I went to was a lot of fun.
You felt that you earned the right to put that on the bar.
Yes. And actually getting it off the floor, I don't know, that was just a big adrenaline rush. And even though it didn't happen, that was one lift that would just sort of stick with me. Once I actually get it, that would be even better. But that, and definitely the 245 squat.
Yeah.
So the camera cut out halfway through that, so So we might have skipped over some of the questions, so apologies if you've put a question and we haven't answered it. So this one's to you, Sam. Sam, would you ever make an Instagram or YouTube channel, and if not, why?
No, mate, I haven't got the time. Who's that from?
Geordie Tips, Jordan.
Do I know Geordie Tips? Has he ever commented?
He's commented on the YouTube channel, Jordan McDonald on YouTube.
Oh, no, I don't know. No, mate, I literally, I've got a Facebook somewhere. How many hours do you spend editing a video?
A lot.
I don't have the hours to edit a video, and Instagram, that's just photos, isn't it? That one's just photos.
And videos. You can
And
put
videos.
Do I have your permission to make a Randy Sam Instagram account?
Yeah, mate, do what you got to do. I'm perfectly fine with using my image rights. But mate, honestly, I'm a bit of a technophobe when it comes to these things. I have a Facebook. I don't have a Twitter or an Instagram.
You strike me as someone that has a LinkedIn.
I do have a LinkedIn.
Yeah.
I do have a LinkedIn. So, Geordie Tips, if you've got a LinkedIn, we can be LinkedIn friends.
Fantastic.
There we go.
Okay, would you rather travel back in time to any point in history or into the future? And what?
Don't be a jackass. Who's this from?
So Geordie Tips again.
Geordie Tips. What are these questions, Geordie?
And what time, year? Yeah. And why?
Well, year 3000 is a pretty good throw a dart on a map, isn't it? And hit and see what that's like.
Said I've been to
Yeah,
the year
I can have sex with
3000.
my great-great-great-granddaughter. Is that the song?
What?
Is that the busted?
Yeah, not anything to do with having sex with your granddaughter.
Yeah, and your granddaughter's pretty fine. Read the lyrics. I've been to the year 3000, not much has changed, but we live underwater. But your great-great-great-great-great-granddaughter is pretty fine. Yeah, she's pretty fine. Mate, that's what the song's about. I know. Conspiracy. Hey, mate, that's the lyrics.
Let's look this up.
Obviously, you go forward to the future, because back in the past, it was pretty crummy. It's like
I think it was simpler times back then, though. Oh no, I'm thinking like go back to the 70s or the 80s.
What's the point? The 70s and 80s were like not far ago. People still live like that now.
He said, I've been to the year 3000. Not much has changed, but they live underwater.
Yeah, they live underwater.
You happy with that?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And their great-great-great-great-granddaughter.
And your great-great-great-granddaughter is pretty fine.
Yeah,
Pretty
she's
fine.
pretty fine. It's literally about going to the year 3000.
So your great-great-great-granddaughter,
Yeah.
they must be
pretty fun.
really old when they had kids for the year 3000.
Yeah.
That means you have to be at least, what, 250 years old.
Either way, you get the premise.
At least medicine has advanced a lot.
You assume medicine's advanced a lot in the year
3000.
2000. who
Well,
knows?
if you're living to 250 years old, then yeah. This one is from our very own Cube,
Okay, the cube.
from the Lethbridge. This one's gonna not go down well.
Oh no.
Should there be another PR horn for rep PRs and a name change of the first one? Second part of the question, to the max out horn. Should it be called
So
the
what's
max
the
out?
original horn called?
The PR horn.
The PR horn. Yeah, there's no such thing as a rep PR. Literally, no one's ever counted a rep PR in their life. Have you ever seen anyone at a high level post a video going, "Oh, I've done a PR," and it's them repping out a weight? No, it's always maxes.
This is a bit awkward. I've put your video of your 140 triple up, calling that a rep PR.
But mate, like, no, Craig. There's a stein of great health and what was it called?
And stale beer.
I don't mind drinking out of the stein of good health every now and then,
Okay.
but yeah, I don't think a rep PR counts.
No, I think it loses its value, doesn't it?
I wouldn't boast about any rep PR ever. I just said I was really proud of my 100 for 12. No, my 120 for 12 and my 100 for 19. But
I respect that. Okay.
you should only drink from the horn if you're going to go for a max effort PR. I don't think that needs clarifying.
Right, this is bad grammar, but I'll read it out anyway. How old was you when you got your first powerlifting coach? Sam?
This year's old, I don't know. I've never had a powerlifting coach.
I'm your powerlifting coach.
Oh yeah, damn, 20. No, I'm 30
I'd like
now.
to say mentor.
30.
Okay.
I was 30 when I signed to Green Halal Training Limited.
For me, I had a coach leading into my... No, I didn't. I didn't have a coach leading into my first meet. So, how old was I? 25? When I had my first coach? 25, 26? So,
Young.
1 year ago. Fuck.
Oh no, this is such a naughty question.
When are you going to train your calves? Here's my logic.
Yep,
If you're a powerlifter, a competitive powerlifter, you're in a weight class.
yep.
What is the point in adding weight onto your calves for literally no reason when they don't do anything in terms of helping you in any of the 3 lifts.
Counterpoint, a powerlifting meet is 1 day in your life in the year. How many times you compete? Yeah, it's called a 3 or 4. It's 3 days in your life. It boils down to about. For the rest of the time during the year, you're walking around with ridiculously tiny calves and everyone's laughing. Insufficiently small calves.
But I like to think, apart from my calves, I'm pretty thick-skinned.
Apart from your calves.
Yeah, so I don't really care what people think.
Okay, fine. I worry more about instabilities when it comes to walking.
Breaking your ankles, that sort of thing.
Breaking your ankles. Yeah, I worry about you taking 245 off and walking out, that your little calves are just going to crumble. Smash the like button if you think Matt should actually train calves.
That's all the questions.
Oof. You said there were loads for me. I think I've had 1.
I said 2. I said there was 2 questions for you.
Well, that's pretty good.
Let's ask each other questions then.
Oh, God. Why?
That's a good question.
Where would you like to get your clothes from if you're going to buy clothes? I've started shopping at
okay.
Burton's.
I'm not a fashionable person, so
Okay.
I don't really care.
I think you're more fashionable than me, though. I feel like you're a level up.
What, with my biker trousers?
Yeah, those aren't. Yeah, but
I'm not one of these people that ever wears like designer clothes, though. I wouldn't go like out of my way to buy designer clothes for like a ridiculous price. I honestly, the last 3 things I've bought.
You buy 2 Sabo shoes in both white and red.
That's powerlifting related. It's different to
Oh,
fashion, though,
sorry.
isn't it?
Let's do a giveaway. We should do a giveaway on this channel.
What do you want to give away?
Have you got any more t-shirts left?
If you're small or extra small,
Okay, we're going to give away some t-shirts.
to smaller people.
What do you want to gift? What you got? You got any old games you want to get rid of, or
FIFA 19. Does anyone?
FIFA 19? We're going to gift FIFA 19 to a random subscriber who smashes the like button, hits subscribe, and comments.
I don't know. What do you guys want? I mean, I've got an old barbecue. Can dismantle that.
No, I like the FIFA because we can actually post that. Comment with Mario Balotelli in the comment section,
Wow, look at you.
and we'll pick a random winner.
Comment down Mario Balotelli and we'll send you FIFA 19 completely free.
This is just how we get your address, and we can keep spamming you with with updates.
Some used underwear.
What else you got to get rid of? I got rid of my other pair of slippers. They can't have them. A pint of pear cider.
A replica PR horn.
No. Okay.
Shave off a bit of your beard. We'll package that in FIFA 19
Or
because your beard has power.
I could do like half a pint's worth of pear cider to someone. I'll send
With a bit of your beard in
with a
it.
bit of my beard. Well, you're gonna have to comment below for that then.
Randy Sam. Randy Sam's pear cider.
What a lovely pair.
What a lovely pair.
If you comment either Mario Balotelli for FIFA 19 or what a lovely pair for some pear cider
With a bit of beard in it.
with a bit of beard in it, there we go. And we need your address, but we're PM, DM,
Slide into his DM, my DMs,
slide into Matt's DMs.
with your address, and we'll send you some pear
If
cider.
anyone
What a lovely pair.
slides
And
into
FIFA
my
19.
DMs, I will give them £5. Take a few seconds to really get this into your head. Look at the state on that.
Is that Molly?
Yeah, it's horrendous.
I wasn't sure if that was Molly or the Michelin Man
I
at
know,
first.
mate. It is genuine. Like some of these photos I took.
Like father, like daughter. Well
Rolls.
fed.
Tilly milk is unreal.
Have you ever tasted it?
Yeah,
Have you?
fairly sweet.
Can you go in? What?
Maybe if you're a subscriber, right? Show me the milk, or hashtag milk mustache. I will send them milk mustache. I will send them 200 centilitres of my wife's breast milk.
So, up for grabs. FIFA 19.
Yep.
Just comment down Mario Balotelli. Some pear cider with a bit of beard in it. Type in what a lovely pair.
Yeah.
For a bit of
Breast milk.
Sam's wife's breast milk, type down milk moustache.
Milk mustache. I wonder which gets the most comments, if any at all.
If if there's only one comment of all those 3 things, you've won it all.
Yeah.
You've won it all. Just
I might have to comment instantly milk mustache just to save myself the trouble.
Hannah, a bit awkward, but
Milking my sleeping wife.
on that note, I think we'll wrap up the Q&A. I don't know, it's been a good one.
It's very hard to tell these days.
Hope you've enjoyed it anyway. We get to enjoy a bit of the sun. Probably have another brewski, and then
What have we got planned for next week? What are we doing next week? I've got a heavy bench press.
You do?
I do.
We're going to be going for you are going to be going for a heavy 1 rep max. You can drink from the PR
I
hall.
can, and I will, and I shall.
All of the above. So that will be in the next video. Sam hopefully hitting a new bench PR.
165.
Jesus.
No.
And also, if you want to see me burn my car, 1,000 subscribers, get sharing.
If you want to see him get circumcised, 1 million subscribers.
Will happen. So.
Mate, if some random channel started getting traction, it was like 1 million, and the video was 1 million subscribers, I get circumcised, I would subscribe. Not a shadow of a doubt. If you call this video that, which you won't.
Not very good at marketing, am I?
No.
Right.
Bye.
I felt that went well.
Good luck editing that.
Yeah, I know. Bloody nightmare.